There was a court ruling today in the Watergate case. Federal Judge John Sirica ruled that two men who are guilty in the case may not profit from their crimes and the publicity they generated by going around giving public lectures. Carl Stern reports.
Magruder arrived bracketed by lawyers. He admits needing money. Then came McCord, who last week received $2,000 for a single speech. Chief Judge John Sirica called it a disgrace. He said it was unfair for them to profit by their wrongdoing. He said, so long as I am the judge in this case, I'm going to prevent it. Lawyer Bernard Fensterwald offered to limit the speech-making to free appearances to church groups, but still Sirica said no. Magruder revealed that he had agreed to drop his lecture plans after the Watergate prosecutors complained that his speeches might prejudice the trials of future defendants. Outside, Magruder told reporters he wants to cooperate.
On advice of my attorneys, I'm not going to answer any questions today. I just would like to say that as soon as I found that the court and the prosecution objected to any speaking engagements on the part of myself last Thursday and Friday, I voluntarily agreed to accept that restriction and will so do. Thanks very much.
Can I ask you this? Or can I ask your attorney?
The judge apparently is under the impression that your client has profited considerably from his crimes, is making a lot of money in this lecture tour that he had undertaken. Is that true?
No. Up to this point, in 1973, his total fees from lectures have been something under $4,000. He's given, I think, somewhere around 20 or 30 lectures. Only two of them were with fees, and the rest of them were without.
McCord could appeal the ruling, but he is still awaiting sentencing, and his attorney concedes this is no time to aggravate the judge. Carl Stern.
In Washington, meanwhile, federal judge John Sirica has decreed a firm no to paid lecture tours by two men awaiting sentencing for Watergate crimes. Fred Graham has that story.
Jeb Magruder, who's awaiting sentencing in the Watergate cover-up, had quietly written a letter to Judge Sirica yesterday saying he'd give up his planned lecture tour if that's what the judge wanted. But convicted Watergate burglar James McCord came to fight for his right to give lectures on, as he puts it, ethics in government, lectures that have recently brought him as much as $2,000 per appearance. Inside the courtroom, McCord's lawyer, Bernard Fensterwald, told Judge Sirica money was not really the issue, that McCord would donate his lecture profits to charity or speak only to church groups free of charge. Sirica mentioned the danger of prejudicial publicity growing out of the lectures, but what really turned him off was the merchandising of the notoriety of convicted criminals. I don't think it's fair, Sirica said, for these persons to profit by their wrongdoing. To me, this is a disgrace. Sirica ordered both men to cease all lectures and interviews. Fred Graham, CBS News, Washington.